What are you doing? Jasmine? Jasmine? Is that lawnmower scaring you? Are you hiding? Hmm? Oh. Are you feeling okay, honey buns? Jazzy? Do you want a treat? You heard that, didn't you? You know the word treat. Hey guys, so let me get that bathroom door once again, and I am also going to immediately turn this way because that's how I like it, and I keep forgetting. So you'd think I'd know to do all this stuff ahead of time, but I had a request to show how I made my pen, and I actually was up here getting my planner because it's getting so out of control now with the videos that I need to start writing things down of what I've got in the works and what I want to do and all that, keep myself organized, because I realized that I actually deleted a video off of all my devices before I ever loaded it. It was a framing video of the cupcakes. So when I opened my planner, I found this pen and I thought, oh, I forgot about this pen. I really like it. So I opened it up and started trying to update my journal, my planner, because I've moved my address and the pen won't write. So, well, I'm probably not going to go look for a refill, but wouldn't that make a nice diamond painting pen? Well, then I should make a video. So I've been farting with it, making sure. And just before I even started that, I wanted to give you an example with the grip tie. How versatile these are for, saving money on buying a tripod. So here is my case. Okay, so you can imagine I record through this little hole. See? Just like that. So I'm going to set this up. Now this is not going to be easy one-handed, and I broke one arm off my glasses, so we're balancing that on top of my face too, so you can imagine how lovely I'm looking. But, so let me try and figure out how to prop you up here long enough to see what I'm doing. There we go. Put that there. Okay, so all I do is I take this and just, there, step one. Okay, then let's say I'm going to use this Kleenex box to prop you up. So now I'm going to just turn this into a little table. Okay. And got to get it so that it's nice and balanced. There we go. It's a little wobbly, of course, but you get the idea. Once you're steady, hit record. But there is your little stand, and then so we're going to set this right here. Would work better with a box that didn't have a big hole in it, but you get the idea. And then once I put the phone in there, I can tilt this up or down. So all right, I think I'm needed. Hold on. Okay, so it's a little chaos in the household. Now I'm going to put you in there and record this. This was my prop. So hold, please. Actually, you know what? We had so much fun with the toilet repair. I'm just going to leave you run while I stick you in here. Okay, so here we go. And let's see, I gotta go. This is backward. Hold on. I would have to go this way. See, I wasn't thinking. Because camera. Okay. got this sitting on a different taller box, and I'll take you to the mirror so you can see what you look like. You look lovely. And still dry. Works. Okay, so this is what you look like, and let's set you down. Okay. And I can tilt. Can you see yourself in both mirrors? Where are you over here? Oh, okay. Here. There you go. Hi. Okay. So just a little stand. Okay. Okay. So I'll set you on this box. And you can see it wiggles a little. So, you know, you just wait till it stops wiggling. Or spend more time adjusting it so it doesn't wiggle. Okay, so I had this pen, and I thought, well, let's make a video. And while I was doing that, I wanted to see just how many different pens I had laying around that I could turn into. So you're not all going to have this kind, obviously. But you take that off. It has a cartridge. It is a safety ceramic roller. It's focused here. Safety ceramic roller. So I was playing with this to make sure it worked first, but this back comes out. Okay, just a little plug, and then I took a paper clip to get the, it's like a almost like a magic marker kind of core with the ink on a sponge kind of thing. So now let's just say that this is your most favorite pen and you don't want to throw this stuff away. So let's get a plastic bag. Alright, now I can replace the cap on here. Okay, then on this end we have this ballpoint pen tip. My hands are all full of ink because I've been messing around, but here's the tip. God, that will not focus. Someday they're going to come up with something that actually will focus, but okay, I'm going to stand over here so I can see what you can see, because this is very important. So it's focusing on all the stuff in the background. There we go. It's better. Let's go this way. All right. Come on. This is just freaking ridiculous. Okay. There. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just pull that right out. And it's its own little tiny cartridge inside of there. So I just pulled that out. And again, I'll just throw it in a baggie because I had one laying around. Alright, now this. Again, sorry for the inky hands, but this little tiny, well, look at that. That looks like just about the same. Come on. Jesus. Okay, here's how am I going to do this? I need something to hold it up against. There. There we go. Okay, so it is look at what size that is. So, a couple options here. One, just use the empty cartridges, your pen. However, it's plastic, and over time, it's probably going to bend, warp, fracture, whatever. Number 2, these pens, I found there's 2 different types, okay? One type, when you pull out the little metal, it's the same diameter, the entire thing. This other type is smaller on the end inside the plastic. There we go. I grab tweezers so I can hold this. Okay, let's see here. So can you see that? It's bigger on one end than the other. This end that's not in the tweezers is a little smaller. And yes, doing that, I completely jacked up my fingernail. They don't grow anyway, it doesn't matter. So, now, here's what I'm going to do. Here's that ink cartridge. Look, that fits. That fits absolutely perfectly in there. So that seems like a good idea, but now how do I get that to stay? Couple options for you. Super glue, and I think I have some laying around for my that I would normally use for my nails. Come on, Jesus Christ, this should not be so difficult. I got some laying around for nails, so I could super glue that in there. Or, I don't know about hot glue. Or, I'm going to just do a little piece of tape for now, just to try it. Now, Jasmine's whining. She wants out, so hold on. You have to be around the chaos, right? Go. Out. Okay, so. Because this is still, you know, prototype. So I'm just going to use a little piece of Scotch tape. And I'm actually going to even tear it so that it's half width. I'm a half width. Okay. Half width with a lisp. Okay. So just a little tiny bit. Just enough to get it on there. And oops, and then sorry, I know. So there you got it. You have a diamond pen. Got a little spring to it. Not sure why this pen has a spring to it, because it's not a retractable pen, but there's a spring in there apparently. So I guess, you know, you can push, but not too hard. But, yeah. I'm curious why that spring is in there. Where's that coming from? It must be up inside that end. Yep, there's some sort of spring action going on in there. So, depending on your pen's tip. Now, if you're out shopping, bring one with you. And if you're able to, make sure that fits in there. Because if it doesn't fit, you know, if this is too small, then it's not going to work. So, that's number one. There's other methods of, you know, removing this piece that just comes right off. Works better if you got pliers, but it does. It just comes off, and you got this. And then, of course, this one, I've pulled the metal out. Okay. So it's all going to depend on your pen, which kind you're going to do, because so now this thing, if I put this in here, it doesn't clear to make it all the way through the other side and get it stuck in there. That's why I've got my safety pin. Just convince it to come back. So here's one pen down. Now, I'm going to give this a try, and if I like it, I am going to probably super glue that on there. I suppose you could look for those cartridges and just buy the cartridges in the store and put them in whatever pens. Taking out the ink first, because you don't want to end up with ink dripping all over the place. So now we've got the regular Clicky pen. This one I had already started messing with, but you can see the ends are different on them. So this one, if I take this out, and let's just try this. Doesn't fit, see? That's because it's hitting this thing fit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to cut it off right there. Oops. All right, so all the way across the room. Need something stronger than a safety pin. Okay, get it shoved in there. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. Now, if you really crank down this particular one, if you weren't somebody who pushes really hard, it's probably fine because it's in there pretty good, but I just pushed a little bit harder and it kind of went back up in there. So what I was doing because of that and not having super glue handy, I was then taking the ink and putting it back together with it on there. Let's see, which pen was this from? This is this pen. So I was just sticking it right back in there. And then, I mean, I left the whole thing intact, you know. And then whatever amount I needed to cut off of the end of the cartridge, I was just snipping a little off so that it fit perfectly in there. However, when you do that, the clicker is going to be whether it's out or in. So, let me see here. The in, there, now that just fell off. This is how I got my other end. So I just busted this off by twisting. It's actually a twist-on cap, apparently. the little silver thing. So let me get that back. Let's recreate that. I was wondering how I got that off before, because I never found it again. This particular pen, this silver cap, just unscrews. And then look at this. It's exactly the right size for a pink pen to fit in that hole. So when you see me using mine, that I have the little thing, that's because I cut a pen off and just stuck it in there with the 3 drill on the other side. So now back to this. Let me see here. Put this back together. It all fell apart on me. Put this grip back on, and then this thing. You know, it cut so much off in order to be able to screw it back together, and then I'd be done. I don't want to turn another one into it because I already have one of these, but you get the idea. Cut little bits at a time unless you're good at measuring, because cut too much, you're done. Then you got to figure out something else to do to fill in the hole. But that's how you do that. So I'm just going to put this pen back together. Pull that back out of there. Because otherwise I never have any pens, because I've turned them all into drill pens. Got that back out. And this. And screw that back on. And voila. My pen's back to normal. There's another pen, same concept. The only reason I had this one out is to show you the insides of the pens can be different as far as where you're going to cut. Sorry for the wobbling. How much of this, I've pulled all of those apart. Put one back together. There. You know, as far as how much of this white plastic you need to pull off of there. See, now that actually fits right in there. Oh, look at that. Fit right in. Let's see if that goes back in here then. See, but now that's too big there, so I could cut it off right there. Again, you gotta play with the pen you got. Love the one you're with. And I did it again. Okay. This is really just watching me fart around, figuring it out on my own here while I go. But that's how I did that pen. This pen is a little different in here, so that one, you know, you would take your end, check it to see if you can just get right in there. Now, it goes right through, but that is not enough sticking out. It's just not, trust me. So this one is catching on this little lip again. So same deal, kind of cutting it off with the plastic shank still on there. Put it in, and whatever you need to shove it through there. Now that's much better, much more sticking out. And then same deal, if I still had the ink cartridge on that one, which I don't, because I already, oh no, I do, but I cut the ballpoint end already off. So just stick it back in, and same thing with this. It's got the clicker, so you want to make sure when you put it back together that the clicker is in one position or the other. Just see, like right now, if I were to push on this, it would go back up inside there, and then I'd have to push the clicker to get it to come back out. So I'm curious to see if this end comes off as well. Yep, it does. Look at that. So again, same size as a pen. That's how you get your double-ended pens. So if you see pens that have these silver caps on the clicker, check and see if they unscrew. And then check and see if your drill pen fits right in there, because that's kind of awesome. So this one I think I actually will turn into one because I've already wrecked the ink cartridge in it. So let's say I want this one to be a 9 drill. So let me get it so that I have the right length in here. Let's see. I'll just take that off there and let's see here. Curious. I'm just messing with some stuff here. Hang on. Okay. So let's see how far that goes in. Okay, and then let's get the screw down. There we go. That's good. Now it's not sticking out far enough. So let me fix that. See, it's a lot of monkeying around. Once you've got one particular pen figured out, then you can kind of crank through and do them all the same way. But who needs a whole bunch of pens? Not me. Alright. Get that out. Come on. Sorry, bumped you. Wiggle, wiggle. Alright. This is where Donnie was talking about when she did hers. She started filling the end with junk. Crap to fill up that extra space. I did this to mine to make sure no ink came out. I filled each end with wax. Plugged up both ends in case there was leftover ink in there. So I'll put that there. I've got this little thing here. And my little clicker. Let's see. Oops. Clicker disappeared. Oh, that is the clicker. So I could, let's see, go wrong end, this end. There we go. And then that. I'm trying to see how much junk I need to put in there to keep it where I want it. Shove that back in here. See, this keeps coming out. Super glue would just be this so much easier solution to this. And I guess I could because I don't really love this pen, but let me see something here. I did it that way and that way and that way. There. Oh, that's nice and tight. Okay, so put the grip back on. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, and that's sticking out nice and far. And then this side, you just decide how long you want that, and you're going to cut off your straw. I'm calling it a straw. So I want it just about like that. Probably a better cutting implement than this, but this is what I have in here. So. Come on. There we go. Now, that rough edge, I'm going to put that in the pen, and the nice edge out here. Voila! Number 2. Okay, so I got that one. Well, I didn't turn it into one, but same basic concept. So here you go. Here's a pen, drill pen. Now, while I was messing around, this is a mechanical pencil. What the hell? It's a shitty one. Maybe that's why, you know, I hate mechanical pencils. Yeah, whatever. But I was messing with it, and I thought, well, that's interesting. So what I discovered, again, these are the tapered ones, that small end of the tapered maybe I'll put that one. This one. Look at that. It's not as pretty, but it's a hell of a lot easier, right? Here. And then if you make a mistake, you just erase it. But that was super simple. And then, wouldn't it be cool if the mechanical pencil lead would then come and like pop out your crap wax? That'd be pretty cool. So there you go. Clicker pens, mechanical pencils, fancy schmancy Disney pens with special cartridges, all kinds of ideas. So there's a not so quick tutorial on how to make your own comfortable pen. So take care. I'll be really wanting to do a stick with me soon. Abstract Crafter came up with a tag that I want to do, and then I've been talking to Crafty Tina Lynn, and we came up with some tags we want to do. So I really want to do a paint with me, but I don't know if that's going to happen yet today. But talk to y'all soon. Oh, and no, talk to y'all soon. I don't know what that was. Bye. Do you want a treat? Oh, I see. It's starting to rain. We all know what that means. I know, thunder and lightning. But should we get a treat? Yeah? Dance. 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 No speaking. Quiet. Sit up. Girl. Up. Good. And dance. Good. Okay, let's get a treat.